Oh, we can't do it in this one. Only in yarn straight. Well, that's Hey Maze, how are you, sweetheart? I'm trying to get my thingy working here. I was gonna use the intro when I started this live, but I couldn't because it won't let me download it so I'm probably gonna have to screen and do it that way if I want to try to do it this time. I don't know why my Discord ain't working. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. I didn't even know I hit that. Oh, you haven't? No, you're not much, to tell you the truth. Although, in the video that we were watching today, apparently Letitia had Gannon's little 8-year-old sister help her carry his body. Now, I don't know if that's true or not. I don't see how an 8-year. I don't know. I think that would traumatize Lana, but I don't know. Oh my gosh, this is going to be a long day. They've got, what, 17 more videos to go through today? Yeah, it's been a crazy. This trial has been crazy. Oh, and then she got yelled at the end of the trial because while the one witness was on the stand, I must have missed it because I didn't hear it, but Letitia yelled out no really loudly, and the judge even heard her, obviously. So she got reprimanded for that. But he needs to quit giving her warnings, and I'm hoping he doesn't uh kick her out of the court, even though he says that she's still going to be brought to the courthouse and will have to sit in another room until the end of the trial day. But that's what she wants. She doesn't want to be there. So if he even does that, that means she could just sit in another room and fall asleep until whenever, until the end of the day. It's not right. That's not right. This is her child. She needs to be there. She needs to be aware of everything that is being said, because at the end of the day, they can go for an appeal because she wasn't witness to it, unless they set up a monitor in that room to where she can still hear and see everything. They just can't hear her or see her. He must stop chewing. Excuse me, y'all. I can't get this cough out of my damn throat. So how's everybody's day gone so far today? Y'all doing good? No ands, ifs, or buts about it? Hey, GT, welcome back, sweetie. All right, so court will be back at 3:30 today, and I know I've got to go pick up my goddaughter at 3, but I am most definitely sure I'll be back before they start court. I'm gonna go to her house with her and stay with her until her mother gets off of work this evening. Not that she needs a babysitter or nothing like that. It's just she has this thing where she doesn't want me. She wants me to be with her all the time now. I don't know what's going on with her. I'm going to talk to her today when I get there, but I will stream it still from her house. Hey, Shug. Man, you've been awful quiet today. Are you okay, sweetheart? I might not get off when I leave. I might do the live while I'm driving down the road. And then I don't know if I will end it before I get to her school and restart it right back up when I get to her house, because it's only like not even a 5-minute drive from her school to her house. So she literally lives right down the road from her school. So it all depends. Yeah, I'm not too sure if I believe it, Maisie. I really I can't say I do. I don't know. Okay, well, when I may end this live before, like, when I have to go get her, but if I do, I'll call you and we can talk. Okay, babe? I need to call Maisie's ass too. Get her out of her funk. Man, so let me tell you, in the middle of the testimony, I had to run outside. So I missed a good 10 minutes of it because I heard one of my puppies like screaming. So I go outside, and somehow he seemed to find the only imperfection in the fencing on his kennel and somehow got a piece of the thing stuck in his eyelid. And when I went out there, he's sitting there pulling backwards, and his eyelid is like pulling away from his eye. Poor thing. There's no bleeding, no scratch, no cut. He's fine. He didn't even whimper or whine after I got him loose. So, It was just more he scared me and him than he did anything else. So yeah. And then Kids Live kind of went blank there for about 20 minutes. I was worried. I didn't know if I should have went live until she went back live or what I was supposed to do. But I'm glad she got back. She got her stuff fixed. I was able to finish out the morning. Because for one, I wouldn't want her to get mad at me for doing that. And two, it was her morning. Well, that comes with the health issues, Shug. You know that, baby. We all have them type of moods and days. Okay, so I've got some news to tell y'all. Well, we all know Letitia is originally from North Carolina, where I live. Where she actually lived is about tops an hour away. Well, I know she belonged, well, not necessarily her family, but her family name belongs to the Lumbee Indian tribe here in North Carolina. Now, I don't know how she's a Locklear. Somebody said it was her real dad's name. I don't know this, but I do know she has a couple aunts with the last name Locklear and some cousins. Well, with that being said, I was at a family thing the other day. We just had like a little family. It was a Zoom type meeting with a bunch of family members because we have this big reunion coming up in May. And so everybody knows I do this. Everybody in our families. So somebody had asked me in the meeting if I knew about this case. She was literally like, have you heard of the Gannon Stout case? And I was like, yeah, I'm actually covering that trial right now. She's like, oh, well, you know that his stepmom is from here, right? And I was like, yeah, out in Lumberton. She goes, well, how do you feel about her? I said, if I could, I would unalive her myself just because of what she did put that little boy through. I was like, and I would rock that orange jumpsuit and sit in Central Prison for the rest of my life just to get justice for him. And she's like, well, I don't know how to tell you this. And I was like, what? She's like, her family is related to us. And I was like, us who? Because I'm not blood, I'm married into. She's like, well, she's a Locklear. And we have Locklears in our family. And all the Locklears in the state of North Carolina are related, one way or another. And I was like, are you freaking kidding me? And she was like, no. Letitia is related to your husband. Some way, some fashion, some form. I was like my eyes got so wide, my mouth like dropped to the floor. I could not believe my ears. So I'm like, well, I don't care. I still hope she gets what she's getting, and I hope it's a very unpleasant whatever she's getting. even though Colorado does not have the death penalty in form of gas chamber, electric chair, lethal injection, hanging, or firing squad, you can still spend your natural born life in their prisons. And not for nothing, it's not a guarantee she will spend the whole entire prison sentence in Colorado. Depending on the outcome of this trial, she can be sent out of state to a different prison that has, if any type of medical issue she has, if they don't have that at the jail, the prison she goes to, they can transfer her to another prison that can accommodate her. But there's also this. Not every person sentenced to natural born life or the death penalty or even 40 to 50 years in prison, they can be moved at a drop of a dime, and you would not know until they're ready to move you. They'll be like, get your belongings and let's go. That's it. They don't tell you nothing. Some might give you a heads up, but they're not going to tell you the date because they really don't know the official date until you know. You know the same time they know. How about that? Okay, well, I know GT heard me, but did Sugar and OG even hear one word that I just said to y'all? Because I did not get a reaction from you two. Are you cooking her birthday dinner this year, or are you going to take her out? See, you still did not hear what I said to you. You only heard the transfer of prisons. You did not hear what I said to begin with. Oh, okay. Okay. I was just making sure you guys did hear what I said. Okay. So when I told my husband, he was like, nah, no. So I called just to make sure. I called a couple of the cousins that are Locklers that I do know and asked for confirmation. And I got a confirmation. But like I said, they're part of the Lumbee tribe, but her family isn't. They chose not to be, or something happened and they're just not part of the Lumbee tribe anymore. They were, or whoever is the head of her family, I don't know why they're not part, but the part that I talk to and am frequent with, they are part. So I don't know what exiled them or outed them out of the tribe. Not this. No, that's not. Heather Locklear is not a Lumbee Indian, honey. Matter of fact, Heather Locklear isn't even her real name. That's her stage name, honey. Cute. You're cute, GT. But we do have some famous people in our family. My mother went to school with an actor, Freddie Prince, not Freddie Prince Jr., but his dad. Um, Aunt Becky from Full House, that's my cousin, but we don't talk to her. She's anti my family. She thinks she's better than us, so she don't have shit to do with us. Let's see. Back in the 70s, there was a basketball player named, I don't know if it was Michael Pollock or Kevin Pollock. Um, he was my mother's cousin, and he passed away on one of the ships that went down in Pearl Harbor. Oh, well, see, GT, the Lumbies do go down into South Carolina, so she may be, she may be. I don't know. I only know certain ones. Well, it seems like half of the girls that I've known in the last 4 years that you have talked to have been kind of out there. And I'm being serious. You don't have the best track record with girls. I would like for you to meet Maisie, though. I think you and Maisie would get along really good. She's actually the only one that's not married or attached to anybody. But the only thing is you're drinking. You like to drink. She can't be around that. Well, she can, but it's not a good thing to put that in front of somebody that's recovering or recovered. Yes, you can. I don't want to hear that. Look, my husband drank from the time he was 15 until he was, what, how old is he? 38? Until he was 34. He drank on a regular. And he just stopped cold turkey. Just, he got drunk off the same uh mason jar full of moonshine 2 days in a row, off the same one jar of moonshine 2 days in a row. He got drunk off of it and got arrested both days. And not for anything other than being disruptive and telling the cop to go F himself. But yeah. So when he got arrested 2 days in a row, he looked at himself in the mirror and he was like, fuck that. I am not doing that shit again. That's too much money I got to pay out of pocket to get out. Because each time he got arrested, it was like $750 to get his stupid ass out. And not to mention, he got arrested by the same fucking cop. Oh, okay. I thought you said I can't stop. And I was like, yes, you can. I know better. You know, it's not like you drink on a 24-hour day basis. I hate that air conditioner in my window. What is it? I just do it because I have no one or nothing to do. So if you had somebody to do, you wouldn't drink? Yeah, but you gotta also take a step back and look at, you got to record yourself one day when you're drinking. You got to remember what I've seen. 4 years. Remember the stuff I've seen. Remember, I know you. I know you. These dogs would shut up. They are driving me crazy. I mean, I'm not gonna say nothing against it, because when I was younger and I would get bored, that's one thing I would always want to do, was go to drinking. But yes, that is very true. And sometimes it gets directed at the wrong people. That's the issue. I can't. I've got to go pick up my goddaughter. Although they've got wine coolers over there, so if I really want to drink, they got wine over there too. I just don't like Moscato. It's too sweet. I've got Moscato in my refrigerator. I like Chardonnay. I really like Chardonnay, and my favorite is Riesling. Being married ain't got shit to do with doing any. That's not what I said. I didn't say being married. I said, so this is what he said. I was reading what he said. He said, I just do it because I have no one or nothing to do. So I took it as he's doing it because he has nobody to do. Now, my all-time is Riesling. I love Riesling. And my favorite, I can't remember the name of it, but it's in a big blue bottle. Like a really dark blue bottle. I love that one. When I worked at the country club on this gated golf course community, whenever we did like POAs or HOAs, or we did like one of their dance nights or whatever the hell they were doing afterwards, if there was anything left in the open bottles, they wouldn't get rid of them. So after all the members left, we were drinking while we were cleaning. I remember at our Christmas party, I drank a whole bottle of Riesling, and I was so drunk because I drank it real quick. I didn't take my time and drink it. I was like, like, I think it was like 6 glasses out of one bottle. Put me on my ass. Some people might take it the wrong way, but they put me there. I don't know, because I remember one time, me, you, and Angel were in a live on the L. And somebody had came in the room and said something to me, and I was caught off guard because I didn't know what they were talking about. And you went the off. and went to just going off. And it was like you were talking about stuff that had nothing to do with what the topic or the issue was at hand. And we were just like, everyone's like, end alive, end alive. And I was like, I don't want to, because then I'm going to be next. So I just let you say what you had to say. Because remember, that's when, oh, what the hell was his name? Not Devious. DVS had came in that night. And then Killa came in. And I believe that too. I believe that a drunk man's thoughts is a sober man's. A drunk man's words are a sober man's thoughts. I do believe that, but I don't believe that with my husband. I don't believe that with my husband. I think his sober words are his drunk man's truth. They actually weren't. It was just a random person that came in and asked a question. I think it's when we were. I think it may have had to do with Aspie, actually. Because remember, right at the end, I really wasn't feeling Aspie because I felt like a lot of things she was doing for a grown ass woman that just wasn't right. And her acting the way she was acting was driving me fucking nuts. So if anybody was disrespectful, it was me. But that person had asked a question and you just thought it was disrespectful. It was just the wrong person you were being disrespectful to. But I got to admit, most of the time when you're drinking, you're pretty funny. You're too much. Oh, God, I got to get ready. that just in case. Yeah, you haven't drank a lot since you moved back to your dad's. Proud of you there, bud. But like I said, you're funny as shit. So I mean, it's not always a bad thing. It's just I recommend people to be careful what they say when you're drinking. That's all. So, who heard about that little 6-year-old? 20, 40. What the hell am I doing? Can I count? I cannot count. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 5. So, good, don't drink it. You don't need liquor. Stay with the beer. Oh, liquor's bad for you. Oh, shit. I forgot. Damn. Sorry, I was trying to get all my shit together. I don't know. I'm just not a drinker like that anymore. I used to be like that when I was in my 20s. I just don't drink like that anymore. All right, y'all. I'm going to end this. And as soon as I get to my goddaughters, I'll start it back up. I don't want to take the chance of losing signal riding down the road. I love y'all. And I will see you guys here shortly. Give me till 3:30. I should be back up and running at least by 3:30. Because that's when court comes back. So I will set up a a schedule if I have time. Well, I could do it on my phone. So I'm going to go ahead and close this laptop down and get my crap ready to go. I just text my husband to make sure he remembers. Can't be late. So I love your faces, and I will talk to you guys in a little bit.